everybody, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, finally. So it has been quite a few weeks since I last posted, about 4 weeks I think, and that is because I broke my desktop. I know, very smart, but yeah, I broke the microphone port thing. Anyways, bought a new mic, thought that'd work, it didn't. So I've been fiddling about with it, trying to fix this microphone port, and I think I just about got it. I might still sound a bit strange, so sorry if I do, but fingers crossed you can all hear me okay. So, welcome to my Parenthood house. Yay! So I've been building this for a while. I started it when the pack came out, and it took me so long. It took me like 6 hours, something like that. But I really like how it turned out, and hopefully you will too. So it's a large family home, and it's big enough for a mum, a dad, and 4 kids, I think. Yeah, 4 kids. It's been a while since I built it, because it was going to be on my channel when I was trying to do a video a day for 2 weeks straight. It was going to be coming up. It was ready to be posted, apart from I just needed to do the voice recording. So then I went to do the voice recording, and you couldn't hear what I was saying. It was like really quiet, really muffled. So yeah, I was a bit disappointed at that. So what we'll have to do is I will have to try once again to do my video a day for 2 weeks straight. So we've got quite a few videos coming up on the channel, because I want to make up for all the time that I have missed. So I've got this one, and then some point before the end of the week I'm going to have at least another 2 videos, because I don't know how many of you watched Devon Bumpkin, but he did a competition. So he built 2 townhouses and asked us to furnish one of them. He'd already finished the other, and he's going to pick his favourite and release it by the end of the week. And I participated in the competition. You win a stuff pack of your choice. I think it's ended now though. I don't think he's taking any more entries, sadly. But what did I sound like then? If you want to check out some of the entries, some of them are amazing. If you go on the gallery and just type in hashtag bumpkin townhouses, you can have a look. And you had to do like a family to go to like live in a townhouse, and then you had to build the house for them. So I'll be doing my first create a sim video. Yay! Now I'm just going to do it in the same sort of style as my speed build. I'll speed it up and I'll do a voiceover. But I'm going to do it all in one big long video. So it'll start off with me making the sims, and then it'll go into me doing the house, because of course Devon had already built it, so it's more just like an interior video. So to pad it out a bit, I'll show my create a sim. And I want to get that up before he announces the winner, which is sometime at the end of the week. So, and then the other video that's going to come, I'll tell you about my family. So my family that I made for it are chefs, and they own their own restaurant, and I built the restaurant. So I'll be posting that on my YouTube as well. If you want to have a look before the videos come out later in the week, they're already on my gallery page, or you can search hashtag bumpkin townhouses. My gallery, if you need my ID, should be in the description, but it is Lottie_Loftus, I think, off the top of my head, but you might want to double check. And oh my goodness, something absolutely amazing happened. So a while ago, Hatsy, I don't know if any of you watch Hatsy, she used to do this thing called Dream House series. So you make a household and put it on the gallery and give them a budget, and she'd try and make a house for them that like fit their budget. So I made a few, but this was like way after she finished doing the series. But I was sort of behind. I didn't really watch her when she'd originally done it, so I was sort of going back watching all the old videos I hadn't seen, and I was like, oh, that's really cool. So I made a few families, A few is possibly an understatement. I made so many families for it and then put them all on the gallery page, and lo and behold, she decided that she was going to do, like, start the series back up again. And the first one that she did, it was one of my families. She built a house for them. I nearly fainted. I was running around the house screaming because I was so happy when I saw the video. So yeah, go and check that out. It's her dream house cottage, I think, for the Robinson family. And if you go on Hatsy's gallery page, you can download the house because it is an amazing house, and she did it with the Parenthood pack as well, which is really cool. So yeah, you should have a look. If you've got, it's for like a mum, a dad, a toddler and a child. So if you want to have a go with the Parenthood pack. Now, I built this house. This was like the first thing I built with the pack, the new Parenthood one. And I thought, yeah, this is going to be great. I'm going to make a couple, move them in, and then they can have kids. And I can, I wanted these kids to be like good kids. Because you can do like manners and like emotional control with them. So I wanted them to be really high and everything. But right, so far, I moved the couple in, fine. Had a toddler, fine. But the game just like won't run the house very well. It like keeps crashing, which is an absolute nightmare. So I absolutely love the house. I had so much fun building it, but it is an absolute pain because the game it doesn't crash, but like you'll press pause and the game won't pause immediately. It'll take like 30 seconds to actually pause, and the game will keep going and your Sims will keep doing things, but you can't control them. I don't know if anyone else has experienced that. It is a pain. It's an absolute nightmare because like your Sims will go off and do something and you're like, no, I didn't want you to do that. I wanted you to like make tea, and she'll go off and like play on her computer and I can't do anything about it. I can't pause the game. I can't tell her not to do it. So yeah, that's really irritating, and that's what happened. So for this video, I think it's the most editing I've done for any of my videos. I've tried to cut out as much as I felt I could, whilst still sort of showing you the whole, well, not the whole build, but still sort of, giving you a good idea as to what I've done. I cut out like all the sort of landing areas and the bathrooms on the interior, and of course you've just seen the plants all suddenly appear all in one go. So I've sort of kept most of the video in, but I've edited out like repetitive things. I took out the bathrooms. The bathrooms are actually quite nice, so I will probably show you them in the screenshots at the end. I haven't actually made the screenshots yet. So, well, for this house, I got my sort of inspiration for it off this picture that I found on Google. That's such a good idea. If you don't know what to do, if you sort of know what kind of house you want to build, but you don't know sort of how you're going to do it, just sort of go on Google Images and just type in as many descriptive words as you can think of for the house. So this one has 3 floors, this one, and it did in the picture as well, I think, yes. But you can't get to the 3rd floor. I was going to do the 3rd floor as accessible, but with the roof sort of cuts through and you can't see very well, like sort of if I'd have furnished it, you would have found it really difficult to play in because the roof just sort of blocks the whole of the top floor, if you get what I mean. So that's why the house is only 2 floors when the picture was 3. Now in the back I wanted a pool, but I didn't want it to just be like placed. I sort of wanted it to fit in with the landscape. So I did like a sort of rock pool type thing, but it is a swimming pool and your Sims can swim in it. Now with gardens, something that I find quite tricky is making it look like it sort of blends with the sort of environment around it. Like, does anyone else find that? Because I could put like a fence around it and then just sort of do all the garden inside the fence, But you know when you don't put a fence, I always seem to find you can tell exactly where the edge of the lot is. And sometimes I don't really like that. It's not that bad in this house because I sort of make a fence out of bushes, but I was just wondering if anyone else has any like tips on how to just make the garden look like it fits more and it's not just like the garden has been placed there and it's obviously different to the surroundings, because that is something that I do like about Sims 4, how the worlds are a lot more developed and you sort of see there's all sorts you can do and you can interact with the things that are around your current lot. Because that was something that I liked in The Sims 3, how you could sort of just go wherever you wanted in the world. It was all very open world and there was things that weren't part of a lot that your Sims could still interact with, and I'm glad that they kept that. Because like, you know, like the fishing stuff, and sometimes if you go to Windenburg, I like the art easel type things and you can sort of paint the water and the sunsets and stuff. So yeah, I think that's really cool. I do like that, but it does make it tricky to make anything blend. So as well as my Devon Bumpkin townhouse renovation, I have got another Parenthood build, which is going to be coming out possibly this week, possibly at the start of next week. And then I am going to do, I had some more videos lined up, some more restaurants, small houses for my video a day thing, and I have got those to post as well. So I basically need to stop building houses for a second because I've got so many saved on my computer now. And I paused the clip and listened to like the first bit of the recording, and it does sound very muffled and it keeps going very strange, so I am very sorry about that. I'm going to try and fix my mic more, but at the moment I just want to get a video out there just so you all know that I am still going to do my channel. I am still going to post. We've just been on hiatus because of the broken microphone. So yeah, I probably sound a bit weird and it's probably a bit skippy, so I'm really sorry about that. It keeps going like all like weird, the sound, and like skipping and repeating itself. So yeah, you just have to bear with just for this one video. But I just wanted to get my Parenthood house up because I am actually really proud of this house. I think it's really different to what I'd normally do, and I tried out a lot of new things. But one thing I am trying to work on is with the gardens, they sort of seem a bit random, like with just random things placed all over the place. So I'm trying to move away from that and give it more of like a structure than just like okay, well, we'll have the section for this and a section for this and a section for this just randomly, and make it all fit together more as like one big garden together. So I have a few ideas for that. I might try and do like a small house with like most of the lot as the garden. Obviously not like this size lot. I'd have to do it on a slightly smaller lot, but just to sort of, because I think I'm alright at like building houses and then like doing the interior, but it's the landscaping and the garden that I really struggle with. It's also like not my favourite bit of building houses, and I think if I could get better at it, then I would enjoy it more. And then you'd also enjoy more watching if I was better at it. So I've done quite a lot of houses and quite a lot of restaurants. I am thinking of doing some other builds that aren't like houses and restaurants. So like a swimming pool, like a public pool, but it's got more to it than just a pool. So it's got like gaming stuff and a bar and that. And I was thinking of doing a coffee shop. I don't know what sort of coffee shop yet. Like, you know, like Central Perk, like that they go to in Friends. They have that in Liverpool, which is like near where I live, and I went there and that was really good. But I've never tried to like properly recreate something before in The Sims, that like a building that I've been to in real life. So I'm a bit nervous about giving that a go, just in case it goes very wrong. But I mean, I suppose if it goes wrong, just don't post it. So we will see. Now I skipped the layout just then because Oh my gosh, it took so long. I couldn't get it right. And this room here, I knew I wanted it to be a family room, and I wanted to try out the new counters from the new Parenthood pack. I say new, it's not new anymore, but it was new when I built this. But then I sort of took a step back, came back to it the next day and thought, you know what, for a family house, this is very dark, very bland, and I just thought it needed to be a lot more colourful. So you will see me change the colour scheme in a minute, and just basically I just went all out with the new pack. I just wanted to try everything out, see how it works, see how it looked, see if there's any new sort of gameplay to the game, and I really do like the Parenthood pack. I think it's amazing, and I've been playing with it like with a family, and they've got a daughter, and I really love it. I really love the sort of teaching your kids how to behave, like setting the table, and I love the little doctor's set. But right, let me know which what's it called? Which character traits you find difficult, because I think that like manners are very easy, and there's another one. Oh my gosh, the cat. Sorry if you can hear the cat in the background. He wants to go outside in the garden, so he's like plucking at the rug, but I'll let him out in a second. I'll pause the recording and let him out. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, character traits. So I think that manners is quite easy, but there's some that I struggle with, like emotional control. I just don't know how to get that any higher, and like empathy. And obviously for empathy, I think you can play with the doctor's set, but like it doesn't seem to change it much, even when she plays with it for like 3 hours, my little girl. So yeah, I think some are a lot more difficult than others, but I'm wondering if I might find it easier when she's a teenager to do some of those, like especially emotional control and things, because I think teenagers throw like tantrums and you have to try and calm them down and stuff. But yeah, let me know if there's like which character trait you're finding the most difficult. And 1 second, I'm just going to pause the recording here and sort out my cat. Okay, I'm back, and I know that no time has passed for you whatsoever, but for me, I just let the cat out. So, what was I talking about? The Parenthood pack, yes. Now, I've heard quite a few people say that they don't like the couches, so that they get why they're in the pack, because they've got all the drawers and stuff. So in an actual family home, more storage would be useful, but say that they don't like how they look. I actually think they look really nice, and I like how many recolors we got on them. Also, another thing that I love in this pack is those side tables there, the like blue ones with the red on, and I like how some of the recolors, they're like painted. So those ones that I've put in are blue, but then they've got a bit of red on, and I do quite like that. I think that is something that you would get. You get the kids trying to paint the tables and paint them different colours and that. So we are on to the kitchen. Again, this room started like white, black and grey, and then halfway through I thought, you know what, in a family house it would be more colourful. I wouldn't want a black, white and grey house for my family, just for like kids to grow up in as well. I just like everything to be nice and bright and colourful, nice to look at. So that's what I did. I changed the windows at the back as well, because they just didn't look right. I don't know if anyone's ever managed to use those windows and have them look correct, like in a house. The sort of, do you know which ones I mean? They might be from Spa Day, I'm not sure though. I'm so bad at remembering which pack everything comes from. But they've got like wood going across them, and they just didn't look right. So I changed the windows. I do like the new windows better. I actually really like this kitchen as well. There's a bit in a minute where I've put loads of decorative items in. I was trying out all the new Parenthood stuff, some of the old stuff as well, just putting it all in just to make it look used and lived in, and a family kitchen would be messy. There we go, just skipped, and I've placed all the different decorations in. So I just love putting like clutter in the house, especially in the kitchen, because in my actual house where I live with my mum and dad and my sister, our kitchen is full of stuff. It's just full of random things on the counter, on the worktop. Like, for example, I'm in the kitchen right now, and there's a pair of barbecue tongs shaped like a lightsaber. from Star Wars. Like, it's just so weird and random. But yeah, they're in our kitchen. And I like to put loads of very weird, strange clutter items in the Sims kitchens because I think it makes it more realistic. And I do like to play my game realistically. So I don't have the vampires pack because it's just not realistic at all. You don't have vampires in real life. If it had come with something else, then I would have got it. It's the fact that it was just vampires. And the sort of style of all the build and buy things, it's not really the style that I build in. I don't really like very dramatic gothic type things. Now with the interior of this build, I have skipped a few rooms. If I remember, because I haven't done the screenshots yet, I will do these screenshots at the end of every single room. I'll try and get everyone in, especially the ones that I missed, so you can at least still see what they look like. But the video, I think, is long enough as it is, because it's like half an hour without the screenshots even added. And I just think you're probably going to get bored after a while. You don't want to watch me for like 20 minutes furnishing a house. Because there's like 2 different living rooms, and there's like a dining room as well as a dining table in the kitchen. This is one of those houses that I built it and then went, oh my goodness, this is huge. How am I going to fill it? So what I've done here is, this is like the adult living room where the kids aren't allowed to go in. So this is why this one is more grown up. It's less colourful. And I do actually end up putting a bit of pink into this at the end. Oh my goodness, right. I sent the cat out. He's now jumped back in through the window and now he's asking to go out through the door. He's so fussy, my cat. Anyways, I was talking about the build, not my cat. So, yeah, like a separate little parents' living room. And what I do with this house is, after the kids have gone to bed, well, the younger kids, because I've got 2 teenagers, a child and a toddler. The teenagers and the mum and dad sort of come in here and watch like comedy shows, watch stand-up comedians, horror films, stuff like that. And of course the little girl and the toddler aren't allowed in this living room. This probably isn't something I do in my own house because, I mean, once the kids are in bed anyways, why does it make a difference if you're in the living room? But just because they had loads of rooms. So it'd be a nice idea to have a sort of adult living room and a kids living room. But most people just have the one, I think. And yeah, I did used to have a friend at school though, and her mum and dad had this sort of thing. But in the adult living room, it was because they had loads of shelves with like expensive glass ornaments and stuff. I think they used to travel a lot, and they'd buy like vases and statues and all sorts from all over the world. And they had like 3 little kids, and they didn't want the kids to like, you know, run in and smash everything in all these glass cabinets. So I think that's why they had a separate living room. But if anyone did used to have like a room in their house that was for adults and they weren't allowed to go in, let me know, because apart from like my friend's mum and dad with all the glass stuff, I haven't really heard of anyone having like a separate adult and kids room in the house. But yeah, I'm doing a playroom here for the kids. This is something that I have started doing in my sim houses, doing like a downstairs playroom, just so as like the kids could play in there and the mum and dad can sort of keep an eye on them. Oh, I've just skipped that. Yeah, I've just cut out a load of like the hallways and the landings and stuff, just because I don't want to bore you all by making the video too long. If you are still here, by the way, then good job. Props to you. So this is going to be the teenage girl's bedroom, and this is a bedroom that I would love to have in real life. I think it's really nice, and it's got a nice big bed, and it's all like ocean themed. It's blue, and I use the new mat with the whales on. Oh my gosh, that is so cute. That's absolutely adorable. I really love that mat. I think it goes very well with the new wallpaper that I've put in this room as well. So yeah, I do like that. I like all the different recolours, and I like the new shower curtains as well on the back. If anyone hasn't got the Parenthood pack, if you are thinking of getting a pack, I would definitely recommend this one. I think it adds a lot to gameplay for people who like to play the game as opposed to build. So yeah, if you want for gameplay, if you like to play with families, that is, it adds a lot. If you play with kids, people who like to build, you do get quite a bit of stuff with it. And I especially like the new kitchen cabinets. I think they look more realistic, more like something you'd have in real life in your house. And you get new beds, new side tables, chest of drawers, all that sort of stuff. And I absolutely love that mirror, the sort of stand-up mirror with the lights all around it. I would love to have that in my room in real life. Like, I wish it was actually in my room, because that mirror is amazing. And I'd love to have a full-length mirror as well, you know, so you can see your entire outfit, because so many people have those and I don't, and I'm very upset. Moaning about not having a full-length mirror. But yeah, because I can only see like my face. I can't check my outfit matches unless I go downstairs or into my sister's room. So we're doing the little girl's room here, and I really like this room as well. Look, there's the same wallpaper, but a different recolour, but look how nice it is. It's got like clouds on the border. I absolutely love it. I absolutely love this pack and the wallpapers. And is there a new floor? I think there is. Is that just me imagining stuff? It might be. I'll double check. But, oh, yeah, something else that I love as well is the doors for the kids' bedrooms. I don't know if you can see them just there on the right. They've got like a coat on the back, and they've got stickers on and stuff, and I think they're really sweet. And here, I don't know why I changed this, because looking at it, what it looked like at the start with the two separate desks looks so much better than what it actually ends up looking like. Look at that. It looked better before. Do you ever do that? Do you ever build something and then like look back and think, what the heck? And then just like go back in and change it? I actually don't change this. This is what it looks like in the final house. I might change it before I put it to the gallery, because in all honesty, what it looked like beforehand, I think looked better than what it ended up looking like. But in this room, I'm just trying to use the new stuff from the new pack. So I've got the new bed, the new mirror, the new set of drawers, all the new stuff on the wall over there, the new bookshelves. I really like the bookshelves, actually. They come in loads of different colours. Some of the colours of the bookshelves are a bit strange. Like, I don't think the colours match each other. I think there's one that's like blue and yellow, which looks a bit weird. And even there, the dark pink and the turquoise is a bit strange, but it worked well for that room, I think. But I think there's so many different recolours that you can find one that will match your house. So, going off on a complete tangent from bookcase recolours. Oh, colours. That's just made me think of something. Oh my goodness, my head is all over the place. I'm going to try and talk about something actually related now. Well, not related to the build, but sort of. Anyways, so last week, I had my friend from America stay with me just for 2 nights. He wasn't meant to be staying with me. He was meant to be flying home, but there was like a suspicious package at Manchester Airport, so his flight got cancelled, and there wasn't a new flight till 2 days later, which was an absolute nightmare for him. And they were going to fly him. He's from Arizona. They were going to fly him to New York and have him stay in a hotel in New York for 2 nights and then fly into Arizona. But he said, like, well, can I not just, if I stay in England for 2 nights, can I then fly like straight to Arizona in 2 days? So he said that, yeah, if he could like get accommodation. So I said he could stay with me. So that's what he did. And oh, we had such a laugh. I gave him some lemonade, and I didn't realise that Americans put like sugar in lemonade, which seems very strange. Like, we have it very sour, and I actually quite like the sourness, but I gave him this lemonade without realising. Oh my goodness, he said he was nearly sick because it was so sour for him. The American people must just not be used to the taste, I guess. But the original tangent that I was going to go off before I started going on about my American friend was that last week I got my uni results back for my second year at university. So I do computer science at the University of Liverpool, and I got a 2-1 in my second year, which I was very pleased about. It was like quite a high 2-1 as well, and like I was really, really pleased because it's hard work. If you are thinking about going to university, definitely do it. It's an amazing experience, but be prepared to have to put so much work in, so many like late nights, and you've got to have the discipline to start your work early if you want to finish it to a high standard by the deadline, I'd say. Because one thing that I struggle with was, like, if you had like 3 or 4 things during the same week, be like, oh, I've only started one of them, I've got 3 things to start and finish in the next like 5 days. So yeah, definitely start your work early, even if like the just reading through your assignments as soon as they're set, even if you can't physically start them, if you can read through them so you have an idea, that will help you. That'll put you leaps and bounds ahead of everyone else who won't bother reading it till like the night before it's due in. But anyways, back to the build. How many times must I say that? Because I keep going off on one. This is the master bedroom, I suppose. I'm not quite sure if it's the biggest. The bedrooms are all a bit of a weird shape in this house, but I quite like them. I really like this one because it's quite light and sunny and yellow, and I think it'd be a great place as, like, if you were a parent and you had 4 kids that you've been seeing all day, you can just sort of come up to your bedroom, just relax, chill out, and it's nice and happy and sunny. And there's quite a few things in here. I think there's a TV, so the mum and dad could watch TV in here if the kids take over the 2 downstairs. I can't remember. Yeah, there we go, TV. And there's also a computer for if they need to do work. There is actually an office downstairs in the house, but I didn't show it in the video because I didn't want to bore you all. And I think we are almost into the screenshots. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed my Parenthood house build, and I will hopefully speak to you all again later in the week in my Devon Bumpkin townhouse renovation. Bye!